We're going to do a video on AMD Stock Analysis, AMD, and we've got an advanced micro devices chart here for you on a daily chart with a blue 200-day moving average. We're going to look at an hourly, a daily, a weekly chart. Then we're going to look at some algorithmically generated entry prices and stick with us to the end. I'll show you how to get these algorithmically generated entry prices from RBAM absolutely free. Let's take a look here and see where this stock's been in a bear market all the way back since March of 2022. And it's a beautifully trading stock, but as you can see, when it goes down, it respects the 20-day moving average in red. When it goes up, it respects it, and so forth. And that's where we are right here. This is the blue 200. This is the red 20-day moving average, and it's respecting that. It's coming up here. You'll notice it's hard to see, but this is actually distributing a little bit. You can see we've got a bottom here and a lower top. Classic distribution as it approaches the 200-day moving average. Let's take a look at the weekly. Looks like the rally's running out of gas a little bit, and you can see why. Running flat into the 20-week moving average in red. This is the blue 200-week moving average in blue, and it's come down below that bear market territory for a little bit, now trying to get back in bull market territory on a weekly chart, and is struggling to do it. Let's take a quick look at this real quick. We're going to regress this with a linear regression, and this is going to show us two standard deviations, and the middle line is the fair value, two standard deviations above and two below. And you can see here that this is stuck right at this one standard deviation. We came almost all the way down to the bottom. We exceeded the top up here and sold down to the bottom. So I wouldn't say it's strictly respecting this regression analysis, but it is respecting it. And you can see we're trying to head back up here to get to fair value, which right around here, about 93 bucks. So we closed this week at $75. Fair value is about 90, let's call it 93 bucks. And so what has to happen is we need to get this price above the 20-week moving average, get it rallying up, and got its shot at getting this $93. The market looks like it's behind it. We've had a lot of higher bottoms. You can see we've had higher bottoms ever since we put in the initial bottom down here on October 10th, the week of October 10th. Let's switch back over here to a daily real quick, and we can see that on a daily chart here now, this is again a 100-bar regression, but it's daily. Fair value's here at about 63, and we're approaching fair value on this chart of about 80. So there's going to be a variety of things going on here. You can see on a daily chart, it's really respecting this regression analysis. It didn't quite get to it here, didn't quite get to it here, but it does respect it, and it's right about where you would expect it based on its previous action with this regression analysis. So this stock it is running out of gas. It is distributing. I believe I'm correct that this is a distribution, and it looks like on a daily chart the stock's running out of gas. What that most likely means is we're going to get a sell-off down here to the 68 level, trying to catch this 20-day moving average. We're back on a daily chart now, trying to catch this low red and then move up, but there's not enough gas in it, I don't think, to get it past. You'll notice as we come across, maybe for a month, we're going to lower our price. Right now, this regression channel is at 79. We can lower this down here at 77, and then maybe get enough gas to get through that and make it up to our target of $93 on a weekly chart. My guess on this, we're going to fall down here probably next week into the high 60s is what I'm trying to get to say, and all for entertainment purposes only, and all in my opinion. This is an hourly chart, blue 200-hour moving average. It's above it, which is great news. It was below it all the way from August 26th, and now it's above it, and it's aggressively above it. But when you regress it, you can see, it's hard to see, but when you take a look at it, you can see that from regression analysis, 100-bar hour, 100-hour regression analysis, you can see we got great respect down here, decent respect up here, sold it down at fair value, and it's right at fair value here. So we're down from fair value about one standard deviation when the market closed Friday, the 25th, which is today, and we've hit right on the 20-hour moving average, this green line. So I suspect we're going to get on an hourly. There's two things that could happen. We could get a rally from here, and we may get that because it looks like what happened last time is we had a little rally from the one standard deviation, the one standard deviation mark. We could get that. Worst case, my best analysis would be we'll sell down to 72 and then rally. We may stop right here at 75 and rally, but I do think we'll probably, once we get a little bit down, a little bit, my guess is I'm just going to go ahead and say maybe head down here to 72 and then rally back up, and trying to get past, when we get back to the daily chart, trying to get up here to where we are on a regression on this particular daily chart looks like in the high 70s. So we first have to escape this distribution. So down and then up. So down 72-ish, right? And maybe lower down the high 60s. And then back up a little bit to escape this distribution. If we get to this 20 bar moving average, this 20-day moving average, and we close below it next week or even the week after, that's bad news for the stock, which means it's going to respect it like it did here and sell back down to fair value all the way down low 60s. So we just have to wait and see, maybe even highs of 58. So we have to see what happens. This red 20-day is the key. It's got to hold that. If it doesn't, it's going to go down here, probably for entertainment purposes only down here to 58. So that's what we're looking at. In any event, I don't see a huge runaway rally of this right this second. I'm more inclined to think it's going to decline to at least 72 and probably 68 within the next week or two. Again, all for entertainment purposes, only just my guess. Let's take a look and see what RMM Research says about it for AMD. And this would be for today. I'm going to show you how to get Mondays in a minute. But for advanced micro devices, we had on here $74 and change up to $76 and change. That's 1, 5, and 20-day hold. So we did have buys on here. Let's see what it said here. $74.50 some cents. And it did not get down there, but it did get into the 75 and 76. And it closed at $75.14. So some of those were hit, and their 5-day and 20-day holds were hit. So I have to see what happens with them next week. We've got, let's see here. We don't have advanced micro devices. We have 30-day hold trend following system on here, but we don't cover advanced micro devices on that. You can get access to 190 stocks, the most liquid forex pairs, and the most the most liquid futures and the major forex pairs, all at rbamresearch.com. We put out algorithmically generated entry prices every morning before 7 a.m. Link in the description below. No credit card required. Just head over there for a 14-day free trial. Keep in mind that everything you've seen and heard on here, including our entry prices and our commentary, is for entertainment purposes only. Can't use it for anything other than entertainment. You should always do your own analysis, and you definitely trade at your own risk. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that as well. And if you have a great comment for us, please leave it in the comment section below.